Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing a little reminiscing. I'm going to be sharing with you my top 3 products in every category. These are products I reached for the most, products I would definitely repurchase, and some of these are my favorite. So if you want to see what my top 3 products of 2023 were, please continue watching because I'm about to share all of those with you right now. I am so excited that I'm able to sit down and film this video. I did not think I was going to be able to see you guys before the holidays, but here we are, and I am just so happy that we get to spend just a little bit more time together. So, yeah, I'm going to be sharing my top 3 products of 2023. I'm not going to go really in depth, with the products because there's a lot to go through, and I don't want this to be a super long video, but these products definitely do, deserve a shout out, a mention. So, yeah, that's what I thought I would do today is just share my top 3 products of 2023. So the first thing I want to mention are these here. It's by Dr. Dennis Gross. It's their Extra Strength Daily Peel Pads. These are amazing. I used to get like a lot of dry patches around my mouth and nose, and I really don't get that anymore now that I've been using this because these are like a gentle exfoliant, so it just kind of takes all that away. And then this side here kind of replenishes all the moisture back into your skin. So I love these. I can't say enough about them, except they are pricey, but I purchase them when they're on sale. But yeah, I can't live without these. These have to be in my skincare routine. And the next thing I want to talk about is this here. I have mentioned this, I don't know how many times, and it's snail mucin. I know it sounds, gross and all that, but it makes such a difference in your skin. I can't say enough about this. My skin just looks more glowy, just feels more smooth. It just has like that, that inner glow, and it kind of feels luxurious going on. I know that sounds crazy because it's snail mucin, but it really does. It just feels luxurious. I can't, explain that. It has to be in my skincare. And the next thing I want to talk about is this here. How shocking. I mention this all the time on the channel. It's my D'Alba spray. It's a first spray serum. This is just so amazing. If you want some moisture back into your skin, this is your man here because I use it all the time. I use it before, I start my skincare routine. I use it before I start applying my makeup. I use it, as a little refresher throughout the day. So yeah, I just can't say enough about this. I love it. Have to have it. So those are my top 3 skincare products. Let's talk about some hair products now. Now, these are relatively new to me, but I do see myself using them a lot in 2024 because I like what they're doing to my hair. Now, I do have some holy grails. I've mentioned them many times in my hair videos, and I will always purchase those. But these definitely do deserve, that shout out or mention. Now, the first thing I do want to talk about is this here. I think I got this like during COVID. It was sent to me, and I'm on my 3rd bottle now. And this is by Purity. It's their biotin hair serum. So this is for if your hair is thinning, which mine did, especially during COVID. I got COVID. It started falling out, and also because of menopause. And now I do see less hair in my bathtub. So I do believe this is working. This is really new to me, but oh my gosh, I absolutely love this. By Wow, it's called their Dream Coat. I have seen such a huge difference in this, and you only have to use this like every 3rd or 4th wash. And what you do is just spray it in your hair, and it just, I don't know, it gives it some kind of vibrance. It feels thicker. It lays, better on your head. I don't get all the flyaways like I normally do. So I love this stuff. I'm going to really continue using this and see, if my hair even improves more over time. And this was sent to me, and I really love this. It's by Agave, and it's a oil treatment, and you can use this every day. What I do is put about 3 or 4 pumps on my, palm of my hand, run it through my hair. And like today I used it, it just feels like thicker. It feels more manageable. I love this. So I'm definitely going to keep this in my hair routine. So those are my top three, hair products I did want to give a mention to. Okay, let's go into a sunblock. And the first one is by Kosas here. I really enjoy this. It's a really nice sunblock, works really well with my makeup. So really enjoyed this one. This one here by Go Pure. This is a really nice sunblock. Now this has zinc oxide in it, and what else? It's SPF of 40, and I think this one by Kosas is 40 as well. So this is just a really nice sunblock, works really well with my makeup. Now this one is my favorite. It's a holy grail. I can see myself, repurchasing this over and over again, and it's by e.l.f. This is no surprise. I have mentioned this I don't know how many times on the channel. Now this one only has SPF of 30 in it, but oh my gosh, the glow that it gives my skin, my makeup. I don't even use primers anymore because this is now my primer. I love it so much. So those are my top three sunscreens. Okay, speaking of primers, I do use pore fillers. Now that is a primer I will always use, and my top three is this is going to be no surprise, is my Maybelline Master Blur Stick. This is such an amazing pore filler. It does kind of conceal fine lines and wrinkles as well. So I love this and have for a very long time. This one is new to me, and I love this. It's by Dr. Brandt. It's their Pore Refiner a Primer. Now, this is kind of like medicated, so it's going to help, over time with your pores, kind of shrink them. So I kind of been rotating the two, and I bet you could use them together. I haven't tried it, but I should. But yeah, these two are really, really nice, and both of them work really well under makeup. And the third one is this one here by e.l.f. I actually like this one, and this is their liquid poreless putty. So I like this better than the putty form. So this one is really nice and filling in the pores as well. So those are my top three pore fillers. So these next three here, I don't even know where to put them because there's really no category for them. So I'm going to create one for them today. It's called the under eye category because they do deserve a mention or a shout out for sure. So the first one is called a Vita C, a balm, and it's this here. You guys have seen me use this on the channel several times. It has vitamin C in it, so it's going to really brighten the under eye. My under eyes are super, super dry, so it really helps, keep them hydrated and everything. So I love using a balm, and this one is really nice, and it works really well under my makeup. So you can apply this over your lips everywhere, but I do like using it under my eye. But as you can see, it just adds that really good hydration to the skin. So really love this one. And this one is newer to me, and I absolutely love this one. It's by Topology. It's their Caviar Stick, and wow, is this really nice as well. So let me see. I'm going to put it right next to the Vita C one too, just to see if there is a difference. Yeah, this one is just a little bit more hydrating for sure. So again, I applied this under my eyes. I apply it around my mouth. Yeah, this is really, really good. And this one here by Lottie London, this was actually like an under eye brightener or like, I don't know, like a corrector, but it's super hydrating. As you can see, even in the, the jar here, you can see like the glow or the hydration that's in there. So I love applying this under the eye and then applying my concealer over it because it does add a lot of moisture and hydration to my under eyes. So yes, that is my new category, the under eye treatment category. So let's move into eyeshadow palettes. And this one, there's, I don't know, there's more than three. But one of them, I'm just going to, make them a palette. And it's these here. You guys know how much I love these palettes. They're by Tarte. It's a little dirty, but because I use them all the time. So I got these last December, but I think they're still available. And they are just amazing. Everything that you need are in these palettes. So this one is just more like a neutral, warmer palette. So, but the shimmers are so buttery. The mattes are super buttery. It has a mirror. I mean, the, packaging is very luxe and weighted. And this one, it came with it. So that's why I'm counting it as one palette. This one's a little bit more cool tone. And it just has all these fun colors in in it, and you can come up with so many different looks. But I've used this several times on the channel. Yeah, I love these palettes. So this is one palette. The second palette I want to talk about is this one here. I use this like as my daily palette, and it's a little bit more pricey, but it was gifted to me by my daughter-in-law, and it's the Makeup by Mario, and this one is called the Ethereal palette. So I don't know, I think this one's like a special edition, but they did bring it back. But this is what it looks like. So as you can see, it's very well loved. I've used this many times. So yeah, this is just a palette I reach for on the daily because it's just very neutral. You know, it's easy to blend. The shimmers are just very subtle. It's very ethereal. So I love this palette. And the third palette is this one here by Alter Ego. They have sent me over so many palettes, and I just love their formula. And this one is called the Sahara. And as you can see, this is a warmer palette. And for the longest time, I just kind of shied away from warmer palettes. But this one just drew me in, and now I am hooked. And this black here is super, super vibrant. You know, it's super bold and rich. So yes, love this palette. And let me just show you a few of the shimmers because they really are impressive. So let's see, I do have that balm on the back of my hand, so I don't know how well that's going to swatch. But as you can see, how beautiful and bold they are. A lot of glitter doesn't go flying everywhere. So these are my top three palettes that I reach for. Now, what I have on my eyes today is not in my top three because it's very new and it wasn't down here. Long story about this, you know, all my makeup was down here because I wanted to do this video and I was getting ready upstairs. I didn't want to have to keep up and down. But I love this palette, so this might be in 2024 top three reach for, and it's by Laura Geller, and this is really new. I just got this, and this is called the Hostess Face Palette. So as you will see, how beautiful this palette is. So that is what I have on my eyes today. So very lovely palette. I love these. Okay, the next category is foundations, and this one was kind of hard for me because I kind of cheated. I have 5 in front of me right now, but I do have a good explanation, I promise. My skin changes through the season, so I'm always trying to find a foundation, you know, that's going to match my skin type during that time. So that's why there's 5 in front of me. That's my explanation, and I'm sticking to that. But the first one I want to talk about, I actually brought this out later in 2023, and it's by Ulta Beauty. It's their Complexion Crush. I'm actually going to Ulta right after this video to repurchase more because it's almost gone. I've been using it non-stop. I just love it. I love how it looks on my skin. My skin looks, you know, very smooth when I use this. It photographs really well. So I love this foundation right here. It's just absolutely beautiful. Very skin-like. Love it. Can't say enough about it. Another winter foundation I've been using a lot lately is this one here by L'Oreal. It's their True Match. I got mine in the shade N3. Again, this is just a very hydrating foundation. It looks very nice on my skin. You know, very skin-like, very natural. Again, just very smoothing. So I've been using this a lot. And another winter foundation is this one here by Haus Labs. This has skincare ingredients in it, so your skin can improve over time. It just looks very beautiful on the skin. Again, very skin-like, very smoothing, photographs beautifully. So love this in the winter. And then my summer foundations are these two here. This one here by CoverGirl, and this has Olay in it. Now, for some reason, this is a little drier of a formula, believe it or not, but it's perfect for, you know, in the summer because my skin in the summer does become a little bit more oily. So this really does lay well on the skin in the winter or in the summer. So I reach for this one a lot. And also my other summer foundation is this one here. This is probably no surprise. I used this non-stop in the summer, and it's the Maybelline Super Stay 24-Hour Skin Tint. This is absolutely beautiful. If you want your makeup not to move, budge all day, this is your guy. This is such an amazing product. I use this all summer long. So those are my top 5 foundations. I honestly could not just do 3 in the foundation department. I love foundations. Okay, let's get into concealers. This was kind of easy for me because these are my top 3 that I reach for all the time. The first one is this one here by CoverGirl. I love this one because I'm going to tell you there's a few reasons. First of all, it's just very easy to apply. You just draw it, under your eyes. It's super creamy. And it blends in really nice. This concealer, I don't get like a lot of creasing, crepiness or anything. So I've been using this, for 2 years now? You guys have probably seen me use this. So I love this concealer. Again, it's just very easy. I think that's why I grab for it a lot. This one here by House Labs, this is kind of new to me, but I use this all the time. It's just very beautiful under the eyes, kind of full coverage. I mean, you do not need a lot of this concealer. Yeah, it's pretty full coverage, but I love it. I don't have to set it. It just blends very nice under the eyes. It's creamy, but not too creamy. It just has the perfect, amount of consistency in this product. I love this. And then the other one is this one here by Glossier. This one is so nice. And this is called their Stretch concealer. But as you can see how creamy that is, even in the pot. And I'm just going to swatch a little bit for you because you will see how creamy that is. And again, it does not, settle in my fine lines and wrinkles. I do have to set this one, just slightly with some powder, but it's still really pretty. I just love how it looks under my eyes, how creamy it is. It's just very hydrating. So yeah, the concealers were actually very easy for me. So let's talk about powdered bronzers. I think that will be the next category because that's what's in front of me right now. So sorry for the interruption, but it's for a good reason. We're having another giveaway. It's going to be the last giveaway for the year 2023, and the lucky winner will receive Laura Geller's eye brush set. These ones right here. You're also going to receive this palette here by ColourPop, the 1111. I absolutely love this palette. So this is the palette here. I actually have this palette. It's absolutely beautiful. I just think it will go with everybody's skin tone. Yeah, it is such an amazing palette. And also you will receive a $25 Amazon gift card. So again, this will be the last giveaway, but I'll have all the rules and how you can participate in the description box below. Okay, back to your regular scheduled program. And this was pretty easy for me as well. These 3 I reach for all the time. I've been leaning more towards cream bronzers lately, but the powder bronzers I do use more in the summer. So let's see, which one do I want to start with first? This one here, I wish they sold these this in the stores still because this is an amazing bronzer, and it's by LA Girl. It's just called their matte bronzer, but look how big this pan is. I will never go through this whole pan because it is just mammoth, but I love the shade of it. It's just perfect. It's more cool tone. It's pretty pigmented, but you can really build up on it. So I'm just going to swatch a little bit right there. But as you can see how nice that is. It's just a really smoothing bronzer. So love this, and it's super affordable. The other bronzer I reach for all the time is the one by Milani. Again, it's a cool tone bronzer. So yeah, as you can see, I hit pan. I use this all the time. And the third one, yeah, you're going to be seeing this brand a lot in this video, and it's by Laura Geller. Oh my gosh, this bronzer is absolutely beautiful. That's what I have on today. Actually, I used that one, and this one almost has like a slight pink undertone in it. Yeah, I'm wondering if I can get it on the swatch, but yeah, there is like a slight pink undertone, as you can see. Isn't that absolutely stunning? And again, it's just very smoothing on the skin. It doesn't accentuate my fine lines or wrinkles, and it adds, like a light glow. So I love my Laura Geller product. So again, you'll be seeing that a lot in this video. Okay, where can we go to next? Let's do cream bronzer since we're doing bronzers right now. And the first one I do want to talk about is this one here by e.l.f. This is such a beautiful bronzer. It's their luminous one. And yeah, I use this all the time. As you will notice, this pot is getting pretty empty. Yeah, again, it just has a nice glow to it. It's not super matte. You know, it doesn't look dull on the skin. Yeah, just very beautiful. Again, it's more of a cool tone bronzer. I lean more towards a cool tone bronzers. And the other one here is by a Rare Beauty. This is absolutely a beautiful. So many people love this, and for good reason. Again, it's more a cool tone if you ask me. And the way I like applying this is more like going in with a brush, then applying it, because if I go in just with the product, it does, you know, look a little heavy. It does look a little bit too pigmented. So that's how I apply this, but it, you know, very long lasting. Very nice. And I got mine in the shade, I believe it's Happy. So love this. And the third cream bronzer is this one here by LYS. This went so viral over on TikTok. As you will see, this is very well loved. I mean, this thing is a hot mess. I'm going to have to clean this. But yeah, it's a beautiful bronzer. Again, very creamy, very pigmented, as you will see. I mean, very little goes a long way. So yeah, this will last me a very long time. But let me just blend it out just so you can see how beautiful it is. Now, this is more of a warmer bronzer, but yeah, just absolutely stunning. So these are my top 3 reached for cream bronzers for sure. I'm just reaching whatever in front of my eyes here because I have products all over the place. Okay, the next category is primers. You know, when I do use primers, these are the 3 that I do reach for. And as you will notice here, this one's almost gone. And this is by Maybelline. I don't think it's actually meant to be a primer, but I do use it as a primer. And it's this one here. I think this looks so beautiful under this your makeup. And yeah, when I do use this, my makeup lasts a very long time, and it adds just that perfect glow. So I love this. I know there's some people that really don't care for it, but as you can see, yeah, it's almost gone, and I do have a backup. So this is just, yeah, works very nice as a primer. This one here by Milani, they're supercharged. I love this primer. This is such a beautiful, nice, hydrating primer. So I actually might be bringing this one back out now that it's winter. In the summer, you know, I really don't need a primer again because I just used my sunblock, but I'm just going to apply a little bit on the back of my hand. And as you can see, look how hydrating that is. Oh, and it has like a nice citrus smell to it. So yeah, just a really nice primer. Again, my makeup lasts really well when I do use this. And this third one here, it's by L'Oreal. It's their Lumi Glotion. This is absolutely stunning. It does have like a little glow to it. Now this one I actually use more in the winter time or in the summer because it does have like a slight shade to it. So it will alter your foundation slightly. So this one I do use more in the summer, but I do bring it out in the winter here and there as well, especially if I do have a lighter like this one foundation. It's a little lighter on me, so I can bring this one out because it will alter it just slightly. So beautiful primer. I love that. Okay, where can we go next? Okay, the next category is cream blush, and these were my top 3 in 2023. And the first one is by e.l.f. It's their Luminous Putty Blush in the shade St. Bart. This is such a beautiful shade. And what I love about these putty blushes is that they're buildable. You know, you can go in and make them as bold as you want, as sheer as you want, but look how beautiful that is. And you know what I love also, it looks very smoothing on the skin. It doesn't accentuate any of my texture or anything like that. So, but I love this shade. Super, super pretty. Another one I reached for a lot, especially in the summer, is this one by Moira. And it's their Love Heat Cream Blush. And I'm trying to, Miss You is the shade, but this was such a hot shade in the summer. And actually I have wore this, believe it or not, in the winter or the fall even. You know, it's just such a beautiful shade. So Let me swatch that for you. And they're super, super creamy and very pigmented. So you do have to be a little light-handed. It's just like that Barbie pink. I absolutely love it. But yeah, like I said, in the summer, I brought this one out a lot. And the last one here is such a classic, and it's by Rare Beauty. And the shade, I think this is Hope. Yeah, it's just very, I don't know, it's very natural looking. I think this would work on so many skin tones. And let me swatch this one for you. And her blushes are super pigmented, so you do not need a lot of product. So I just put a little dab on the back of my hand. But look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, it doesn't stay that glowy. It does dry down, but it just looks very beautiful on mature skin, I think. Yeah, and it's just that perfect shade that will match anything. So those were my top 3 reach for cream blushes. Okay, since we're talking about blushes, let's move into the next category, powder blushes. And these are my top 3 for sure. The first one is this one here by Essence. And you guys have seen me use this, I don't know how many times on the channel. And it's in the shade Befitting. Again, this is a great shade because it's very universal. It goes with many different looks, but yeah, I reach for this one all the time, and it's a great formula. Very smoothing on the skin. Love this. And the other two, yeah, they almost look identical, and I think that's why I reach for them both a lot, because I just like the look that it gives. And the first one is by Milani, and it's in Dolce Pink. And as you will see, you know, it's more of a baked formula. And I just love the glow that it gives my skin, because then I don't even have to use a highlighter. You know, it's like 2-in-1 product. But yeah, I just love this shade. I love this formula. Absolutely stunning. So let me just swatch it for you, because I have another one I want to show you as well. So let me just build up on a little bit. And that is the shade here. Now on the cheek, it looks, you know, much more vibrant. Yeah, but it does. Yeah, it's a beautiful shade nonetheless. The last one I use all the time. I swear, all the time. Again, you're going to see this brand a lot in this video, and it's by Laura Geller. And this is in the shade Tropic Hues. And as you can see, it's pretty close to the Milani. And let's swatch the two side by side and see how close it is. Okay, as you will see, the Laura Geller is way more vibrant than the Milani, but yeah, it's pretty, just that glow, you know, you get that glow factor. But yeah, these two I reach for all the time. And those are my top 3 powdered blushes. Things might look a little different. My battery died, so I had to switch things around a little bit. But anyway, the next category is loose powders. And these ones I use all the time, so this was super easy for me. And the first one is going to come to no surprise to you guys. And it's this one here by Wet n Wild. I love this powder. I use it all the time on the channel. And it's their Photo Focus. And what? This is like $5 or $6. And it does rival up against my high end for sure. So it's not super powdery. My makeup lasts really well when I use this, so I love this powder. Another one I absolutely love is this one here by Laura Mercier. I should bring it on the channel more often because it's absolutely beautiful. It's talc free, so that is really nice. But again, it's just very smoothing on the skin, never cakey, and my makeup does last really well when I use it. So all of these ones I'm going to be showing you are finely milled, so they are just very, as you can see, even the powder is just very, very nice powder. And the last powder I use all the time is this one here by Haus Labs. It gives me all the great benefits like those other powders do. But the neat thing about this one is there's like a little bit of a mesh in here, so the powder isn't flying all around. So really nice feature on that. Okay, let's go into pressed powders. And the top 3 that I do reach for is this one here by CoverGirl. And this is their Clean Fresh. As you can see, it's very well loved. The only time I really use a pressed powder is for under my eyes or in the T-zone. So I don't use a pressed powder really to set the whole face. That's when I use my loose powders. But the other one I use a lot is this one here, and it's kind of new to me, and it's by Huda Beauty. It's their Easy Bake and Snatch. This is a very nice powder. But I will say there's almost like a little glow to it, so you got to be careful. But it really does a nice job at setting your makeup. So I do reach for this one quite often. And the other one, I've been using this nonstop. Again, this is going to be a shocker. It's by Laura Geller. And this one is called the Filter Finish Radiant Finishing Powder. So this one has like all different colors in there, so it's great to brighten and even out the skin tone. And it really does set my T-zone really well. So I use this all of the time. And the next category is setting sprays, and one will not be any surprise to you guys, but all three really do a great job in setting my makeup. My makeup will last all day when I use these. And the first one is an oldie but goodie. I use this for so long, and it's by Makeup Revolution, and it's their Conceal and Define 16-hour hold. So very good, very nice setting spray. I still reach for this one quite often. Another one that is really great is this one here by Milk. It's their Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. As you can see, this one's been very loved. Again, just great in setting my makeup and making my skin look very nice and smooth. But my favorite one is this one here by Fablux. I don't even know how many bottles I've gone through of this one. It just does something special to my skin. And your makeup will last all day when you use this one. Can't say enough about that setting spray. And the next category is going to be mascaras. And this was super easy for me as well. And the first one is by ColourPop. It's their Level Up. This is such a great mascara. You know, really gives my lashes length and volume. And also it doesn't flake, smear. None of these do. They won't flake. They won't smear. They won't smudge. That's super important to me. And also, you know, if I do get some transfer, if it's easy to flick away, that is always a deal breaker with me with mascara. So these do clean up really easy. This one here, it's by It Cosmetics. It's their Superhero. I kind of stopped using it for a while, but then I found it back in my drawer when I did my declutter. Gives my lashes length and volume. I love this. And this one here is probably my holy grail, my favorite, and it's by Lawless. It's the One and Done. And seriously, you just need one coat and you're done. I mean, it is amazing. That's what I have on my eyes today. So love this mascara. Okay, this last category, well, there's one other category, but it's really not a category. But this last category is lipsticks. And these are my top three that I reach for consistently. So the first one is the Fetish lipsticks by Milani. These are amazing. You know, they feel really nice on the lips, very comfortable. I love the shades that are available. And this one, I mean, it's just so beautiful. They're long lasting. Yeah, I just cannot get enough of these Fetish lipsticks. Another one is this one here by BK Beauty. I'm just a hot mess. My battery died. My light just went out. But BK Beauty is the other lipstick I absolutely love. These are super creamy. They have a lot of shades to choose from, but isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely stunning. So I reach for these all the time. Beautiful packaging, magnetic closure. Love these. And the third one will be no surprise to you guys. I guarantee it. And this is by Revi Beauty. This is Allie Glein's line. I absolutely love these. As you will see, how creamy and beautiful they look on the lip. And what's nice is they're buildable. So you can wear it as sheer as you want, or you can just keep going over your lips and it's, you know, going to become a little bit more bold. But look at that, just absolutely stunning. So love these lipsticks. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about, because it's not really a category, but I do definitely want to mention it because I use this all the time. And it's by Laura Geller. And it's her powder foundation. So I get two different kinds here. I get one that's the glowy one and a brightening one. And the reason why I do that is because the glowy one is just almost too glowy, but I do like that, you know, on my skin. So I got the brighten one, which is more of a matte formula, and I mix them together and it just gives me the perfect amount of glow. And I put that over my foundations. And I find when I do that, my foundations will last all day. I mean, I'm telling you 10, 12 hours. So I have to have these in my life, and I wanted to give them a mention. And this here is relatively new, but I love these. It's by ColourPop, and these are their Jelly Much Shadow shadows, so they are just very neat. They're long lasting and they do not crease, you know, with my hooded eye, which is very unusual. So this is the shade right there. It's absolutely stunning. Okay, that's it. That's the end of today's video. And those were my top 3 in every category for 2023. What were yours? I would love to know. Let me know in the comment section. Have a Merry Christmas. I love you so much. And until next time.